they're the better team. I
So
think.
that leaves us
Great prediction.
that leaves
what are we
us
doing?
no choice.
Oh Jesus! Are they actually going to be?
Yo, they're gonna get spotted. There's no way.
There's no way. They start out with the
CDEC
early
going
sentry ward. They're trying to bounce this one out. They have
What's
healing
going
cells.
on?
They've already taken out one of the sentry wards. EHOME is currently trapped right now. They're going to try and fight this one out. Kaka is already leading with a little bit of decay on both. They've got aggressive on 5. They're actually going to be able to chase him down here. They're going to be able to surround him. CDC, they've just stumbled into a first blood trap, it seems. There's aggressive first to go down and killed. He may be caught as well. Old 11's going to be able to slow him down with the void. EHOME just keep on moving forward. Garter uselessly trying to jump on Old Chicken, managing to actually slow down the team long enough and get them away from the Winter Wyvern. Now trying to get away from the counter ward, but ever so barely with just 20 HP left. EHOME somehow, XC, he managed to get the bounty rune at least. This may actually be not the worst thing in the world if they can get both bounty runes. See if the face boys should be able to get out with a quick time walk away, and we're all good to go now. What a weird way to start this matchup.
CDEC knew that there was gonna be a 5-man roll. Yeah, they probably just thought like, okay, we'll just send 1 or 2 of these heroes in. Then as soon as the sentry ward's laid out, aggressive is pretty much in no man's land, but Old 11, 100% going to go down here.
He completely surrounded, is going to be able to take it out by the tri-lane of CDEC.
Type of player to get really aggressive, but...
What an unfortunate invis rune, unless... It takes the long ray around. Meanwhile, they're actually going to be able to chase down Old Chicken here pretty easily, has no imprisonment, and will be just run down fairy fire or no.
Willing to 5-man early on and play objective build. Bounty Hunter there is a little bit weak, but the way that CDEC are running it in mid, Old 11's gonna...
He got picked off earlier, but he got his level 6, and that's all that was really needed to be able to successfully gank up that middle lane. And once again, Old Chicken does go down.
Oh, did CTY miss the smoke? You know, he's got the corrosive skin, you get a mech, you get some tanky items, but I don't care.
XD, this is going to be a constant ganking spot, it seems, as pretty much everyone is trying to run some sort of aggressive ward. If you're...
They're getting their Ursa involved. Really important. He's been a part of all 4 kills right now. You want to pump him up full of levels if you can, and bottom, they're going to go for the dive again. You have to respond to this, though.
There's going to be 1 TP, 2 more. Now the Gyrocopter ultimate is going to go down. They're going to be able to keep Prisman holding Gyrocopter here. Let's see if they can actually combo him down, though. They get a couple of nukes, but it's still, they're just too much slow coming out from that Gyro ult. So they're going to try and run down 1 more. Garter's going to show himself real quickly, get off the Shuriken, and now Old Chicken is quite low. Nice Chrono Spear. XD coming in, going to be able to lock down 2 with the Red Thief over the top. He'll be able to get both of these kills quite easily. Meanwhile, Viper does go farther down as CTY and Lana were able to pick him off, but still, that's a big win for CDEC, not only getting the big mid of EHOME, taking the OD out of play with
EHOME just by denying that Roshan. And EHOME's like, okay, well, what are we supposed to do now? A lot of this game is now going to flow through Old 11. He's got to make some kills happen as top.
He's trying to go for Garter. He will be able to pick up this kill, but it's going to be sacrificed, and Shiki will be able to get the counter, and that is definitely not worth the trade-off.
Great opportunities that you have. You forced everybody over. Old 11, kind of playing that highlight die roll, willing to die just to force everybody over, but you've got to be ready for the fight.
See, he's almost there with the Chrono Spear. It's going to be close, but to get off the hex, they're able to stop that. Tombstone's out. The Chrono Spear is still ready to go. XD managed to catch both in a beautiful position. They're going to deal with the Tombstone first, and then start going on CTY, but it's in range. Tanked up everything, and EHOME now going to be able to... Oh, great! Witcher's Curse coming out. Perfect timing from Q. Stun up on XD. They'll take him out, and there goes the Aegis. CDC keep moving forward, but a big nuke laying on the Gyrocopter. They get him out. Old Chicken's going to be down, but CTY, he's spawned right next to Shiki, and he's going to look to take him out. After this hold from Q is over, they're going to be able to slow him down a little bit more, but the slows are too much to handle. They're kiting around CTY beautifully, and Shiki, he knows he's got this kill in the back. No! He turns too early, and CTY will pick up the kill before he dies. Meanwhile, Kaka, he's having a support battle out with Garter, who's Shuriken needs a little bit more damage. He's going to dive in deep for this one. He knows he's got the Shinada. A little bit of heal. Kaka will be able to survive, and it's Garter who's forced away. A nuke comes out from the Winter Wyvern, but it's not in time. Kaka will be able to retreat successfully.
Sheik EHOME decides to take that top tower instead.
Yeah.
You can see it as a 1-for-1 tower trade, and in that context it's okay, but much more valuable taking the mid tower than it is.
Oh, absolutely, especially with the control offers. XD is going to be hexed up. Nice long-range initiation there from Lana, but XD, oh no, he thought he had the mana, but that intelligence feels too much for him to handle. Old Chicken is going to be majorly slowed down as Aggressive is going to be able to run him down. Lana just needs to abandon his teammate, but Aggressive knows he's got 1 kill in the bag, and he wants the other one. He's going to be able to chase down Lana as well, while teammates cleaning up the kill on the OD.
That was back-to-back track 2 for the Bounty Hunter, and The bright spot is that CTY is still getting a lot on the map. The Blink Dagger and Mask of Madness timing is pretty strong, and it looks like they're going to collapse. The CTY going from behind.
Nice pick off on Carter. It's going to be starting off here. Meanwhile, Kaka's trying to draw the attention. The red of CDEC lays out the Tombstone. CTY right in the middle of everything here is going to pop that in range, taking up all the gyrocopter damage. But again, the slows are causing issues. Now they're going to be able to catch one here easily with the imprisonment. They actually have the Witcher's Curse laid out onto Old Chicken with 3 different heroes hitting onto him. But XD, oh, a 5-man chrono, and now CDEC going to make them huge turnaround, taking out 2 at least. They're going to look for Lonham, controlling him. He managed to get up an impale, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to be enough to save anybody. Only the Ursa will survive. CDEC once again bailed out by XD's beautiful timing. After half a second coming out from CDEC and item builds, Garter,
the double.
Yeah, they're both planning on going for the mech.
Yeah. I don't think CDEC can respond in time.
Still not having that BKB is just going to be food for fodder here, and Q gets a little bit too close too. That leaves that gyrocopter alone. Ends up giving an extra kill now to EHOME.
EHOME is still doing really well in this game, and it just kind of goes to show that EHOME are finding better individual pickoffs when they find them, and most importantly, they're
UI just blinking straight up to the secret shop, just trying to see if there's anything there, but it's actually Kaka who's going to be met with the full 5. He gets off the Tombstone here, and they're actually going to be able to save him there with the imprisonment. Old 11 trying to draw a little bit of attention. Kaka comes right back. CTY blowing up the gyrocopter already, and now CDEC have lost a share of their damage. CTY being the target of Winter's Curse, but he got off the BKB. He's just going to be able to keep on running through. Chronosphere that's going to be purely zoning out EHOME, preventing EHOME from being able to chase down the rest of these heroes. But XD, he was hit by the slow, so it looks like he is going to be sacrificed here as a cold embrace. Q, maybe he gave up his life. He does have the Force Staff, is going to be able to get a TP out. Old 11 can't stop it in time, so they get 2 of the cores of CDEC, and in addition to quickly defend that tier 2 tower. And perhaps North should they. EHOME are going to try and wrap around here. The glyph is going to be running out though. They are actually in an okay position to try and jump CDEC, but CTY is going to be going high ground. CTY, he's going to gladly jump up there though. They managed to get the Force Staff onto Shiki, buying him a little bit more time, but he's still going to be blown up. It looks like that Cold Embrace eventually is going to go down. They're going to be able to take him out with pure damage of the OD. Now XD forced to use a Chronosphere. That's not going to be a great one, and CTY still holding up to that Aegis. And here comes Old Chicken. He's got the ultimate ready to drop too. He's hoping to be able to hold it off until the BKB is down to aggressive. That 10-second BKB is doing so much work. Winter's Curse on CTY with just a sliver of HP left, but it's aggressive, still trying to fight it out with some of these supports, but they got it controlled up. Without that BKB, he can't do anything more. Kaka's going to be able to stay alive, and CTY managed to pick up the kill on that Winter Wyvern without dropping that Aegis.
5-man team wipe, all you lose is the probably one of the better timings for it too. I know that the glyph is down as well.
And it has some TPs back from EHOME. As CTY is going to be last man in. Nice done there from Lonham. Actually, will be able to get the pick off on XD. Get out. No Chronosphere, CTY. Angry Bear starts charging forward. Winter's Curse laid out. Old Chicken barely clipping himself as he tried to blink forward to catch one more. See if they can actually get it with a Night Stalker who's surging ahead. Shiki, oh, nice stun from Lonham. He saw that one coming. Shiki put himself in the trees, gets caught out by the impale. That's going to be another critical pickoff as CDEC lose 2 as they try to push high ground for that tier 3. By Lonham to come in with the right disable or multiple OD imprisonment. Nobody heroes. XD is going to be able to jump in and catch Old 11, but is this really going to be worth it? Gyrocopter throws down the ultimate, going back the rest of EHOME. They'll get the kill on the Night Stalker, but it's going to be a trade-off. They lost their Faceless Void. The big thing, though, is that gem, but CTY's already come in from behind. He's going to make sure this isn't an easy fight for CDEC to be able to disengage from, or maybe not. He's actually doesn't have his ultimate up. Nice stun from Lonham once again. Kaka put himself in the front lines. Old Chicken has that ultimate, trying to zone as much intelligence as possible before dropping. Will be able to get the Winter Wyvern. Aggressive chase down by CTY once again with that fresh enrage up. Oh, challenged by Garter, but then realized he's got to run himself the hell away. But surrounded by EHOME, who's managed to back up that gem. And they're actually going to try and go for a little bit more. Old Chicken, though, not able to reach Shiki in time. This is going to be Roshan number 3 now for EHOME. You try and get a couple of intelligence hits off, and then you always drop the ultimate. If that's up a bit earlier, EHOME will have a faster tempo in being able to fight. Garter? Oh dear, that might not have been the initiation. They do get the imprisonment off. That's going to be able to turn things around. The Winter's Curse, just a saving grace for now for CDEC. XD comes in, will be able to get the chrono on 2, but there's still CTY to deal with. Right now he's on top of Shiki. They're trying to kite him around, but he's just in the middle of everything. He's got that aces. They've blown up the bounty hunter already, and here comes the rest of EHOME surging forward after that Chronosphere. Gonna be able to catch multiple heroes on Shiki. He's not gonna be able to rotate away. It looks like is EHOME. Old Chicken, alright, he might not be able to get him. Q, meanwhile, taken out by Lanham. Ult to left, no, he really wants to be able to get aggressive with the help of CGY. It looks like they will be able to get him. Viper has had to retreat all the way into the dire jungle just to be able to save his Q. He's put himself up on the trees, will be able to fly himself out for a moment, but Lanham quick to catch him every single time. Lion has been on point. The one fight for EHOME, who are going to be turning the high ground.
Kind of running away.
Right.
And he's going to get chased down so easily, but TTY, doesn't his ultimate just go off the first?
It is ours going to get pulled off the nice quick pick off there. Lanham and Old Chicken making the double blink initiation. They were probably expecting CTY to be the one who comes out and tries to pop a hero, but EHOME changed things up this time around. Tombstone is going to be taken out by CDEC, but you can see how scared they are. It's a nice two-man stun from Lanham. Old Chicken's going to come in, manage to lay out the ultimate aggressive, quite low. CTY trying to deal with him. Nice Chronosphere, but unfortunately got aggressive as well. Not so nice after all. XD trying to deal any amount of damage he possibly can. The Witcher's Curse goes out, but CTY doesn't really care. He just pops the BKB, runs right on through, and tries to challenge aggressive as he's laying into him. And unfortunately, the Fly Cannon shots are just not enough to kill any of these supports. EHOME are just hiding around the gyrocopter rather than the other way around. Kaka, he's got the ghost steps, he's trying to get away. Old Chicken is going to be left to die. Kaka's not going to be able to escape either, as too many slows. EHOME perhaps just a bit too over-aggressive this time.
Maybe just a little bit. They're diving behind tier 4 towers just for the tier 3 mid initially. I think that was...
Whoa, Garter, that is definitely a gem. Looks like that's going to be a bit of a bait, though. Actually comes in, doesn't have the Chronosphere, of course. CTY is trying to kite him around as much as possible. Shiki is so slow, but fortunately they will have enough damage to be able to deal with him this time around. EHOME, can't believe they stuck around for that. They just lost 2, and then they still have the confidence to try. So instead he goes a different utility item. Crimson Guard.
What kind of world are we living in where CDEC is going to get the first back to the game?
I'm not sure, but it looks like it's going to happen here. The melee racks are definitely going down unless Ursa's got a buyback in. He doesn't seem to want to. They've already blown... Oh, there goes the buyback coming in. They're now going to TP out. Aggressive doesn't have the BKB anymore, so there's nothing really protecting here unless the Chronosphere go ultimate, but CTY, he doesn't actually get caught by this one. He is getting bashed up, though, multiple times. BKB, Winter's Curse now. Next one coming in. XD tries to challenge Old Chicken. No, he has got no damage to do so. And CDEC just need to try and make some sort of clean extraction, but of course EHOME have these Blink Daggers. They have the Night Stalker as well. CDEC may be forced to fight here. Aggressive actually turned, dealing with the homing missile running at him. CTY, oh, the ultimate drop by Old Chicken. He just zapped up so much intelligence at a certain point. It was going to be able to nuke down everyone on the side of CDEC, and now it's just cleanup time. EHOME going to try and find as many kills as possible, and they get every single one of them. Don't drop a beat.
For a second, the mid wave.
They're just sitting together mid right now.
They're going to clash.
They could have been on this high ground. Perhaps the fight can still go okay. Kaka pops his ultimate, lays down the tombstone defensively here, knows that this is not a fight he can afford to be popped right away. CTY comes in for the side, starts going for Q, but that's not going to be the target. He just cold embraces himself. Aggressive, he's now dealt with the tombstone. The imprisonment will only hold Kaka for so long. They're going to be able to run him down now. Old Chicken pops the Shivas, but this seems to be a fight that EHOME are a little bit too spread. XD's going to be able to catch Old 11. Now Old Chicken comes in, drops the ultimate. Actually rate pretty low, but still a great Chronos from XD. Holding an Old Chicken, they're going to be taking him out. CTY, he's going to be kited around pretty heavily unless somehow these supports can put a stop to this. Aggressive, oh, he gets taken out as he gets bashed up. It's going to be next is BKB going to town, another bash. Old Chicken, he's buffed back. Shiva's on in, going to be able to catch the Viper on the way out as well. And XD, he's not getting away. He's been completely drained by Lanham. He knows his only hope is to potentially kill Lanham, but that's not going to happen. He keeps his distance, 4 down from CDEC, and now EHOME are definitely going to be forcing some sort of buyback. So we're going to take Roshan, get that some sort of win condition here. A minute and a half until Ursa's buyback is up, and then you still have another 5 minutes for both the Undying as well as the OD. But it looks like EHOME are still going to try and force this fight with the initiation. Old 11 is going to try and silence up to as fast as possible. Aggressive, he's going to be target here, already down to half HP, but CTY have a hard time staying on top of them. They will be able to save Kaka. CTY now since they're taking the Shiki, he's trying to run himself away. Nice turnaround, Winter's Curse. That's going to be able to holding the 2 carries. Chronosphere on top. CDC, they're just ignoring the big damage dealers and dealing with all the support from behind. They've already caught 2. 2. Now are they going to be able to turn this one? CTY, he's going to fight it out. Aggressive, managed to get a bit of a save, but Old Chicken doesn't carry. He's got the pure damage and the magic damage to take out the Gyrocopter carry. Shiki is having to deal with CTY once again, but he just can't seem to lose this bear. There's right on his tail, and Garter, he's not going to be getting out either. That's going to be... Whoa, CDEC just followed from there. They have buybacks on 3 different heroes, but I realized that this is just not possible to fight anymore. It's too late in the game.
No, Old Chicken still is being able to make a game out of it, but really exciting game 1.
And EHOME, as you were talking about,